honestly, I feel like this is just the best spot for me. The best spot for me and Jake, because of course I want to play with Jake. I think that was a big part of it, but at the same time, that wasn't the only part. I think Coach Lindsey did a great job of just talking to me and building that relationship with me, and seeing the last few quarterbacks come through here was a big part of it. I'm excited about being here. I'm excited about playing for these guys. And, it's been a lot of fun being here in Chapel Hill for the last 4.5, 5 weeks.
Did you have conversations with Drake?
I'm sorry?
Did you have conversations with
So
Drake?
I actually knew Drake. I did a couple camps with him in Charlotte, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, probably like 6 years ago, honestly. But I talked to him twice. I know he's excited about his future, and I'm happy for him. I'll probably get drafted number 1 or number 2, so that'll be good to see. But I didn't talk to him much. I probably talked to him twice, and that's about it.
What do you like about Coach Lindsey's offense? What drew you to that?
I think being able to make big plays and then also being able to check it down as well. He does a really good job of getting us in the right play at the right time, and we have a great team coming back this year. I'm excited about it.
When you first saw Omarion and you met him in person, was it like, oh my God?
The first thing I noticed was his squats. It was ridiculous. The dude could squat like 600, 700 pounds. But he's a juggernaut. He's a stud, so I know he can catch the ball really well, and he's great in pass protection as well. So.
Max, give us a scouting report on you, man. How do you self-scout?
I'd say I'm a pro-style quarterback that can, run when needed to. I think I can make plays all over the field, whether that's, throw it deep, throw it intermediate, or throw it short. And I think I've been able to do all those things since I've been in college. I think I'm very accurate, and I can understand defenses as well. I've done a good job of kind of not turning the ball over and, making the plays when they're needed to.
Max, how would you kind of describe, I guess, the similarities, differences between North Carolina's offense compared to obviously LSU, Texas A&M? Like, what stuck out about North Carolina's versus the other schools?
Honestly, North Carolina's offense reminds me a lot of LSU's. Texas A&M's was a little bit different, more pro style, played a lot more under center, but it reminds me of LSU. It gives the receivers a lot of options to be right and make plays. It gives them a lot of choice routes. We have a lot of great guys here. The last 4 or 5 weeks we've been throwing, and they catch the ball really well. They're fast. They're athletic, and I'm excited about watching them kind of developing that relationship.
I mean, you mentioned it, but how much time have you kind of had with some of the returning guys to kind of throw with them and start to get their rapport?
A lot, actually. We've been going 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, after classes and after workouts. But it's been a great time to get those reps in before spring ball and kind of get that timing down.
You've been in quarterback battles before. How are you kind of approaching this competition with Connor?
Like I always say, it's honestly one day at a time. It's make the most of that moment, that play, and that day. Not get too high, not get too low, and just take what they give you. Whether that's take the deep shot or being able to check it down as well. I think just affecting players around you and kind of leading.
What's your relationship been like with him so far?
It's been great. I went and played 18 holes with Connor the other day. It was me and Connor versus Jake and Deems May. So we got it in. But I've built my relationship with him. He's awesome. He's athletic. He's great to be around. Great guy.
You allowed to say who won?
I would say me and Connor are working on our game. Jake's pretty good right now. He's a really good driver, and then Deems is pretty good.
Did you play a lot of golf with Jake kind of growing up?
Honestly, we got into it the last 3 or 4 years. We actually just got a new set of clubs for Christmas, so I'm excited to go pick those up this weekend and start working them in.
What kind of stood out in your conversations as far as Coach Brown, and when you go back to that, what were some of your takeaways?
Honestly, just the way he talked about Drake was awesome. The way he defended him, the way he backed him up, the way he encouraged him, the way he put him on a pedestal. I think Coach Brown and Coach Lindsey did a great job of kind of developing Drake, and Drake also is a specimen and had a great year. I had a lot of fun watching him on film and on TV, and I think being able to make plays with your feet, being able to make plays deep, intermediate, short, I think that being able to be here gives us the opportunity to do that.
How have they told you the offense might change from last season to this coming season?
I honestly don't think it's going to change much. I think maybe a little bit of the verbiage, but that's about it. I'm not really sure. But we have a playbook that we that we kind of been studying. So I'm looking forward to just learning and just kind of developing my game over the next few years.
So I think the run-pass ratio for Carolina will be about the same next season as last
I'm not sure exactly. I would assume it's probably going to be the same, but I'm not sure how it's going to be exactly. I'm excited to see that in spring ball.
That experience of working with the team in bowl practice and making that trip with them, it seemed like that all came together pretty quickly.
It really did. We were kind of figuring out if that was even allowed. I know a lot of the younger guys could, but as a transfer, we didn't really know how that worked. So we were kind of figuring that out as well. So I'm not sure how many commits we have here. I think it's like 24 or something like that. But I know like 19 guys ended up going. So being able to build that relationship with the young guys, but then also build that relationship with the old guys is great as well.
Max, you have 2 years left, right? 2 years left?
I think so, yes, sir. Just because I had COVID and then had injury.
Gotcha. So this is your second time transferring. Was the process any different when you went from LSU to here?
Not really. It was kind of similar. I kind of honestly handled most of it this time because the first time I didn't really know how it was going to work. So I was making most of the phone calls, and that's kind of how it went this year.
This being kind of your second time, and you've started in 2 SEC programs now, a little more established. Was your list kind of a little bit more narrow, even though it's like you could be a little more choosy in particular about what you wanted?
100%. I think I kind of knew what I wanted. Being able to experience 2 schools, I think I saw what I learned from both of them, what I liked, what I didn't like, and being able to kind of discern that and be like, okay, this is what I would need and want moving forward.